Facts about the Black Death, the deadliest pandemic in human history. The Black Death is believed to have been a result of plague and infectious fever caused by the bacterium Yersinia pestis. The deadliest pandemic in human history is the Black Death, the common name for bubonic plague. Yersinia pestis, highly virulent bacteria, is responsible for the disease. These bacteria are present in small animals and the fleas that infest them. When these infested fleas bite humans, they transfer the bacteria to humans. Inhalation and direct contact are two other ways a human can get infected. Alexander Yersin discovered the cause behind this plague. He found out that an extremely virulent rod-shaped bacterium, Yersinia pestis, was behind this atrocity. The bacteria, upon entering its host, first attacks the body's defense mechanism, the macrophages. Once the body's detection and protection mechanism are down, the bacteria grow unhindered. In the patients, sores develop on the skin. These sores gradually turn the skin around them black, giving the disease its infamous name of the Black Death. The early stage of the bubonic plague is marked by vomiting, nausea, and fever. The most common symptoms at this stage is the appearance of buboes, swollen lymph nodes around the armpit, groin, and the neck. These sores eventually turn the skin black around them, giving the disease its name, the Black Death. From doctors wearing special plague costumes to lighting fires, not bathing, and killing cats, several measures and strange ideas were employed to avoid the plague. The deadliest pandemic in the human history caused widespread panic, giving rise to a host of strange ideas and measures to tackle the disease. Charles de Lorme, a French doctor, invented a special dress for the doctors called the plague costume. The dress was created with a light fabric coated with wax and came with a special mask. The mask had openings for eyes that were covered with glass and a beak that contained a mixture of herbs, straw, and spices. The shape of the beak was kept slightly elongated and curved to give the passing air enough time to get cleansed by the mixture. Orders were passed to keep the streets clean and flushed with water. Fires were lit in the streets and inside homes to cleanse the air. Additionally, it was believed that burning some aromatic substances would help to keep the disease at bay. Some doctors even asked people to avoid bathing as it might open their body pores, making them more susceptible to the Black Death. To prevent the spread of the disease, sick people were sealed inside their homes. They left their house either after being healed or dying of the disease. A lot of preventive measures were taken. For instance, when the news of a plague-infected person reached the authorities, a doctor would visit the person at home. After confirmation, the patient along with their families were confined to their homes. This home confinement carried on until either the patient healed or died. The doors of such sealed houses were painted red to warn the people and marked with an inscription, "Lord have mercy on us." The dead were taken out during the night and buried away to the pits. During the Black Death, incoming ships were forced to wait for 40 days to prevent possible infection. This was an isolation period that the people on the ship had to practice at the time of the plague. The waiting period was increased to a total of 40 days, giving rise to the term quarantine. According to some estimates, it is believed that the bubonic plague has a 37-day term from infection to death. Believing that the people of England were struck down by the wrath of God in the form of Black Death, the Scottish army tried to invade Britain. However, they caught the infection and took it back with them to Scotland. The infection ran amongst the soldiers of the Scottish army, killing approximately 5,000 of them. The Black Death led to a sharp decline in the available workforce in England and Wales. Vagrancy laws criminalized unemployed people who could work but chose not to. People who were too sick or old to work had to obtain beggars' licenses. During the first outbreak of the Black Death in France in 1348, cities ran out of the ground to bury their dead, and so quickly that the current Pope, Clement VI, had to bless the entire Rhone River to allow corpses to be legally dumped in it. The Black Death wiped out 75 to 200 million of the world's population, a loss so heavy that the world was not able to recover from it until the 17th century. Though the bubonic plague is no longer a raging pandemic as it was in Middle Ages, it still recurs in different parts of the world from time to time.
If you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more such videos.